Welcome to Sacred Teachings. In today's video, I'm going to show you very basic, easy and effective method on how to learn meditation, right? Now, I came across this technique when I was at the beginning of my journey, and I can easily say it was a really game changer for me, because previous things that I was learning was not so effective for me, right? I was not able to really calm my mind doing the techniques that I learned from the internet or from reading a book, right? And I think the problem with that techniques was it was too hard for the beginner or too advanced as for the beginners. Now, in the method I'm gonna present you, I will give you some base on which you can later improve. As I see on the internet, many people told you just to focus on your breathing, right? The most popular technique is to sit down, close your eyes, and just focus on your breathing, and it should calm your mind, right? It should calm your mind, and any thought should not come into your mind at this time. However, the problem with that is that you can really do that for like 2-3 seconds, right? And then thought starts to bumping your head. At least it was in my case like that. And I was really struggling doing that with this technique. And then I realized that focusing on one sense is really not enough. What you should really do is to focus on 2 or 3 senses, okay? And I was told the technique when I'm focusing on the feeling in my body, I'm focusing on the sensation of touching something, and I'm focusing on the hearing some sound, okay? And this technique also gives you very strong base on which you can later improve your skills on meditating, right? On your calmness, on your mindfulness, right? Everything begins with that. So if you are at the beginning of your journey and you struggle with calming your mind, or you struggle with being mindful, okay, then this video is for sure for you, and I'm sure you're gonna get tons of value from that. So let's start. First thing you want to do is to find some calm place where you can sit somewhere, okay? It can be at your home, it can be at the park when there's not so many people. It can be actually anywhere when you feel comfortable and you don't have distractions. So you are sitting and then you want to close your eyes, okay? Now, while you're sitting with eyes closed, please notice the sensation of your butt touching the chair or anything you sit on. You can sit on the floor as well. So notice the sensation of your butt touching something, okay? So touching the thing that you sit on. Now focus on that sensation. Really focus on the sensation of your butt touching, okay? You can also focus on your feet touching the ground while you sit on the chair. Focus on the sensation of your butt touching the chair and focus on your feet touching the ground, right? Now the second thing what you want to do is to focus on the environment. So whenever you are, for example, if you are outside, you can focus on the wind touching your skin. You can also focus on the heat from the sun touching you, alright? Just focus on the environment. It's a little bit harder when you are inside. However, you can always open the window and then you can focus on the wind, okay? You can focus on the sun. You can focus also on the coldness. If it's cold outside and you open the window, you can focus on the coldness coming from there. And third thing you can focus on is some calm, relaxing ambient music, right? So you can put on your headphones or you can play this from the speakers. Just turn on some calm ambient music, not so loud, just so you can hear this, but it needs to be, let's say, relaxing, okay? You don't want to play this too loud. Now here we have three things to focus on, okay? We are focusing on sensation of our butt and our feet, right? You can also focus on sensation of your back touching something. We are focusing on the environment affecting us, alright? We are focusing on the wind if it's windy, on the sun, on the coldness. And we also focusing on the music coming to our ears, right? Now you got 2 or 3 senses to focus on, and right now it's much easier not to allow your mind to get some distraction, right? Now your mind is distracted, let's say, on the sensations you are focusing on. By the way, it's called body meditation, but it's different topic. I mean, this is the topic for the different video. Now you can really notice that if you focusing, your focus goes to the sensations of your body, okay, and the music, then there is no room in your mind to have some thought, right? Your focus goes somewhere else. You don't focus on your mind. Now, the difference between this technique and, for example, technique when you are focusing just on your breath is that here you are focusing on 2 or 3 things, right? And right now it's much easier, and you will see this over time. Even if you do this for the first time, you will notice immediately that it's much easier to calm your mind, because there is no room for any thoughts, because your focus goes somewhere else to 2 or 3 things, not just for one thing, which is much easier to get distracted from, alright? Now you can also feel overwhelmed if you focus with 3 sensations, so you can just choose 2 of them, alright? If you are sitting outside, for me it's very easy to focus on the wind or on the heat from the sun, and also on the sensation of my butt when I'm sitting. If you are inside, you can just play some ambient music and focus on that, and also on the sensation of your butt touching the chair. If you sit on the floor, you can also focus on the sensation of your butt touching the floor, and on the music or whatever it is there. If you open the window, then maybe there is some wind, right, coming in. Now, do this for, let's say, 10 to 30 seconds. You really don't need to do this for a long time. I'm not asking you to do this for 5 minutes, as many gurus do, okay? If you can do this for 30 seconds, you are way on your way to master the meditation, really. It's really small thing, however, makes big changes, huge changes to your improvement. And this is also very strong, let's say, base point, okay, to learn most advanced thing. Because if you learn how to stay calm and do not allow any thought to come in your head with 2 or 3 senses, then you can start learning that with 1 sense. However, there will be more videos about that. For now, the technique looks like you are choosing 2 or 3 senses, okay, which I gave the example earlier. Your focus goes only to them, and this is how you not allowed any thought to come inside your head, because you are too busy with your sensations, alright? Do this for 30 seconds. You can do this in the morning, you can do this also in the evening, or anytime you really want. You just need some calm place without distractions. It's much easier, okay? You can do this riding a bus, however, there are many distractions and it's much harder. As for the beginner, you should do this really in some calm place, alright? Do this for 30 seconds. And I would say exercise this every day for 1 week, and you will see huge difference, right? Even after a few days, you will see that first of all, this technique is much easier, and second of all, you will see huge improvement when it comes to calming your mind, alright? So that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Please let me know in comment what are your thoughts about it. Maybe you did some improvement with this technique. Maybe you would add something to this technique or to this video. So yeah, please comment what you think about that, and see you again next time. Thanks.